A New Mexico judge dismissed involuntary manslaughter charges against Alec Baldwin on Friday after his lawyers alleged police concealed evidence regarding the live round that killed Rust cinematographer Halyna Hutchins in 2021. Judge Mary Marlowe Summer ruled in Baldwin's favor 3 days into his trial, following the defense's request made earlier that day.
The case agent, as well as pursuant to Hancock's testimony, Ms. Morrissey, was aware of the new evidence and yet did not make an effort to disclose it to defense. The state's willful withholding of this information was intentional and deliberate. If this conduct does not rise to the level of bad faith, it certainly comes so near to bad faith as to show signs of scorching. Prejudice. When discovery has been produced late, prejudice does not accrue unless the evidence is material and the disclosure is so late that it undermines the defendant's preparation for trial. The court concludes that this conduct is highly prejudicial to the defendant. The jury has been sworn, jeopardy has attached, and this disclosure during the course of trial is so late that it undermines the defendant's preparation for trial. There is no way for the court to right this wrong.
Baldwin's lawyers argued that the Santa Fe Sheriff's Office had taken possession of live rounds as evidence, but did not include them in the investigation file or disclose them to the defense. They alleged these rounds indicated the bullet that killed Hutchins came from Seth Kenney, the movie's prop supplier, who has denied supplying live ammunition and has not been charged. He had been expected to testify against Baldwin. The key Colt .45 rounds were handed to the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office on March 6th by Troy Teske, a friend of Thel Reed, the stepfather of Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez, on the same day Gutierrez was convicted of involuntary manslaughter for Hutchins' death. Sheriff's Office technician Marisa Popple testified that the rounds were not hidden from Baldwin and were filed under a different case number. She disputed claims that the Colt .45 ammunition matched the round that killed Hutchins. Prosecutor Carrie Morrissey questioned the allegation that evidence was concealed from Baldwin. Prosecutors had accused Gutierrez of bringing live rounds onto the set, which she denied, and alleged Baldwin played a role in the death of Hutchins because he handled the gun irresponsibly. Baldwin's lawyers contended that he was failed by Gutierrez and others responsible for safety on the set, and that law enforcement focused more on prosecuting Baldwin than finding the source of the live round that killed Hutchins.
In this case, the state has repeatedly made representations to defense and to the court that they were compliant with all their discovery obligations. Despite their repeated representations, they have continued to fail to disclose critical evidence to the defendant. Brady and Harper are satisfied. Dismissal with prejudice is warranted.